For a long time, I told my MD that something was different in my brain. Something was not working right.
We don't see the glow in his eye anymore. None of that, you know.
Happy face, smile face. I still do. It keeps going through my mind like, how did this happen?
It's just not the same. The disease not only kills the person with it, but kills the people around her.
It's like you had deserted your closest friend. It's okay.
To look back now, I have these great regrets and guilt because I didn't have the patience with him.
She's asked me to withhold all life support so she could set that. How do I choose?
The bright, young, and able are the very backbone of a healthy society. But a lethal and devastating disease is lying in wait for these young professionals who are at the peak of their career, the very prime of life.
When I decided to be a financial advisor, my boss said at the first luncheon, "You'll never make it." And 3 years later, he said, "You made it." I made it to the top 1% of 10,000.
Well, I consider us both to be very successful businesswomen. We both kept just booming in our jobs because we were very passionate about what we were doing in our lives.
I always was wanting to do the things that they said I couldn't do. But I did.
It's really hard to think about all that now because things have kind of changed a lot.
I became really sad when I started noticing I was a fast on my feet thinker, which just started fading away. I wasn't as fast.
Christy, you want to sit down? Come on over here. Christy was, the whole women's lib thing. She was it. She was working from the time in high school. She kept her same last name through her marriage. She got her master's degree. She ended up working for a pharmaceutical company in the marketing division. She was one of the first women managers. Glass ceiling, she was gonna break it. They had her tracked to be up there, doing very well.
When she all of a sudden, came back from maternity leave and she went back part-time, it just wasn't working out, and she was coming home frustrated and not able to articulate what was wrong. And then one day, she just came home and said, "I quit." That's when I was like, absolutely positively something's wrong. It's no longer something's not right, it's something's wrong.
Judy was very talented in doing administrative kind of details. She did a lot of wonderful things. She started hospice with a group of people in Chatham County from scratch. She did a study, and the results of her study was presented in Chicago. So she did a lot of good professional work. I see this wonderful person that has all this potential, all this caring, all this loving, and all this intellect, and all of a sudden it begins to just go away.
Oh my God, he did beautiful work.
He worked for cabinet makers when he first got out of school, and he was really good at woodworking, and even his artwork yet today, he's really particular about.
They were happy when Tanner was born. We were standing outside the door, and he come out and he was all happy. It's a boy, and crying. From like 2000 on, I kept saying, something's wrong with Chris. Chris isn't right.
Doesn't seem like Chris.
It wasn't Chris.
There was different things that we kind of thought was...
Yeah, his wife would say, "Oh, he's tired. Chris
strange.
is tired." He'd come home, we'd talk to him, "What's wrong, Chris?" "Oh, I'm just tired." He seemed fine.